Travis.
Yeah, what's up?
Did you hear about that one college girl who banged Chavo Guerrero right before the last day of school?
I can't say that I did.
Yeah, her professor told her she had to do an essay for her finals. Welcome to the SmackDown Rundown.
I'm not proud of that intro. But we're
Well,
going
that's
to do
what
it anyway. Okay. Jesus. We had Kofi defeat Aiden English, Luke Gallows, and Big Cass in a fatal four-way. We had Baron Corbin defeat Zack Ryder.
Ooh,
We had AJ Styles defeat Xavier Woods. We had Charlotte defeat Natalia. And then we had Dean Ambrose, Cesaro, and Sami Zayn defeat Alberto Del Rio, Chris Jericho, and Kevin Owens. We open up with the highlight reel with the original guest being Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
Whole new set, brand new Geritron 6500.
Obscenely expensive.
Yeah. The brand new state-of-the-art carpet made from Serengeti yak fur. It just a whole new look. It's never looked this good before. Dean Ambrose decides to come out with coffee and worries Jericho a little bit. Eventually, they keep going back and forth as to who is going to win Money in the Bank, who's going to cash in.
Jericho eventually tells that everyone has lost their Geritron privileges, and so they raise the Geritron back up to the top.
Yeah, because Dean keeps touching it, and he keeps almost spilling the coffee on the carpet, and he's freaking him out, so he takes the Geritron away. Eventually, we get every single other member of the Money in the Bank come out in progressively shorter intervals.
Yeah, Owens came out and was like, no, none of you guys are going to win and cash in Money in the Bank because I'm going to be the one that wins and cashes in Money in the Bank, and I'm not going to tell anybody when it's going to happen. It could be WrestleMania, it could be Royal Rumble, could be SummerSlam, could be Survivor, and then Alberto Del Rio comes out and says, what do you guys know about winning Money in the Bank and becoming champion? I'm the only person in the match who's ever won in Money in the Bank and cashed in and became the world champion. And then Cesaro came out and he said, and then Sami Zayn came out, and Cesaro said, really? And then Sami Zayn said, why are you looking at me like that?
And then they start bickering, and then Jericho calls them idiots. He's like...
And he calls them stupid idiots.
He's like, hey, shut up, you stupid idiots. And Sami's like, I think he just called us idiots. And Jericho's like, no, I called you stupid idiots. And then it's like, oh, well, why don't we do this match? And if my partners are okay with it, we'll do this right now.
Yeah, he's like, if my partners can keep it together, we're going to whip your rear ends all over this dope.
And then Ambrose just breaks all the tension by spilling his coffee on
steps into the middle of the circle.
on the carpet. Brawl ensues, and that's the build to our main event of the night. But our first match is a fatal four-way where one member of each of the teams in the tag team title fatal four-way face off against each other. Kofi Kingston, representing the New Day, defeated Aiden English, Luke Gallows, and Big Cass. This was a really fun match with a lot of fun interference from Gallows and Gotch. And then Big E kind of getting involved. I think Enzo was the only one that didn't really do anything.
Yeah.
Enzo
was the boring one.
Enzo kind of kept to himself. Him and Woods were on commentary while Big E sat on the floor. But Kofi ends up diving onto Cass and Gallows, taking them out.
I kind of thought it was a weird dynamic that every team picked the bigger member, except for the New Day. They put Kofi in instead of they should have put in Big E if they wanted the biggest guy in the team. Yeah. But then it didn't deter anything because Kofi, being the small guy from his team, ended up beating the bigger guy from all three of the other teams.
Exactly.
So, that's a good
small guy wins.
Feather in the cap for the New Day heading into Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank. He dives onto Cass and Gallows. Gotch actually tries to go after him and gets taken out by Big E.
He got clubbered.
Aiden English then pulls Kofi back in and shoots him off the ropes for what looked like a clothesline attempt of some kind. Kofi's able to duck out of the way, hit Trouble in Paradise, and Kofi picks up the win.
Heck yeah.
We had
a giant hug from Lady Momentum.
Thank you, Byron. We had Renee interview Natty and Becky, who were quickly interrupted by Charlotte and Dana.
And they didn't kiss.
No, even though you wanted them to. building tension for not only their tag team match this Sunday at Money in the Bank, but also the singles match between Natalya and Charlotte. More of the usual shots being thrown back and forth here. Nothing really out of the ordinary. Speaking of nothing out of the ordinary, Baron Corbin defeated Zack Ryder in very...
not out of the ordinary style.
Yeah. He dodged a top rope dropkick and then picked him up for the end of days. Him and Ziggler got in each other's face, and Ziggler's like, "What? You want to go now?" And then they start.
And then he starts chippendailing.
Yeah, he starts taking his shirt off, and then Baron Corbin walks away.
'Cause you a little bitch. Sorry.
And then also,
don't hurt me, Baron Corbin.
Not so out of the ordinary, Rusev didn't defeat. He destroyed both of the Lucha Dragons.
Yeah, it was supposed to be him versus Kalisto, and then he caught Kalisto in midair during his entrance when he does the jump over the top rope. Caught him, smushed him.
Continued to smush him.
He super kicked him in the back of the dome. Then Sin Cara came out, and he got Sin Cara into the Accolade, the super bendy version of the Accolade, where he gets them on their knees, which isn't really a super bendy version. It only looks good when Kalisto does it.
Yeah, Kalisto's the only one that can pull it off. That can pull it off.
But I mean,
Titus happened.
Yeah, Titus cheap shot a Rusev from behind. That fucking bastard.
The bias this man has watching this.
Titus O'Neil better not win.
I'm so excited to watch that match at Money in the Bank, specifically because I want your reaction to the match. That's what I'm most excited
There might be a
about.
live reaction video of...
That might happen.
He's just going to sit over here on the side of the couch recording me with his phone the whole time.
We had Renee interview AJ Styles about the contract signing on Raw and his upcoming match against John Cena. AJ was really offended. John Cena thinks he got the best of me. Like, I wasn't gonna sign the contract, all this stuff. I'm gonna beat John Cena all by myself. He gets interrupted by the New Day, who start talking trash about his haircut and
emo kid haircut,
saying why do they call you AJ? Why do you call yourself AJ Styles when there's nothing stylish about you? And this all builds to AJ actually challenging Xavier Woods to a one-on-one match. No club, no New Day at ringside. Xavier Woods accepts that challenge. He came out with the New Day only to send them back with his vest and Francesca.
I want to make another note about Kofi Kingston in this one. This is the second time this week he appears on TV without his winged wrestling shoes.
I didn't even look at his shoes this time.
Yeah, this time I think he was wearing LeBron's.
Well, LeBron's been killing it in the finals, so...
Yeah, they're tied up now.
Yeah.
On to Game 7.
If you guys care about basketball. AJ Styles versus Xavier Woods was fun. We don't get Xavier Woods in singles matches at all.
And that is a shame.
Because
a crying shame.
And him and AJ, they had matches back in TNA, so they've fought each other before, which is even better for this. They had great chemistry. Probably
X Division.
Probably I'd say match of the night for SmackDown easily. But AJ was targeting the left knee of Xavier Woods for most of the match. Xavier Woods did have a little bit of a comeback, got to hit some pretty cool moves on AJ. But AJ is able to...
Great tope con hilo to the outside.
AJ blocks a superplex in the most nerve-wracking way I think I've ever seen. He, cranes his leg up. I don't know how this... It was weird.
Faked out the superplex. He jumped up with his feet in the air.
On the top rope.
And then you're like, oh, the superplex is going to happen. And then he, shot himself backwards. So it looks like he's going to just fall to the floor. But then he caught himself on the apron.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, AJ.
And he tripped Woods off of the second rope, sent him crashing to the canvas.
Caught his leg on the middle rope all the way down.
Hit the Styles crash and decided to add insult to injury and make Xavier Woods tap out to the calf crusher.
After shouting, this is what I'm going to do to John Cena.
Yes. We also found out that Bob Backlund doesn't give advice, he gives orders.
Damn straight.
You know why he doesn't give advice? Because you don't take advice from anybody.
Even Bob Backlund.
And Darren Young is really confused.
As he should be.
Yes. Charlotte versus Natalya is Charlotte versus Natalya.
It's short though.
Short.
I guess they don't want to like run it out before the pay-per-view.
Yeah, despite how kind of awkward the end was, I appreciated what they were going for.
Yeah.
Because we eventually got, I think we had more action between Becky and Dana than we did between Natty and Charlotte. Because Becky and Dana end up fighting into the ring, rolling around. They end up rolling to the outside. The referee is trying to get them separated.
Yeah, I want to know what the rationale was, because like the reason why Becky ran over and started fighting Dana is because Dana was like leaning into the ring, holding the championship belt and like yelling at Natalya, saying, "You're never gonna get the belt. You're never gonna get the belt."
Oh,
and then Becky ran over, and just like apparently that was so fucking offensive. We're gonna brawl and get into the ring and interrupt the fucking match.
Becky's not gonna take that shit.
It's that fiery red temper.
So, and that I didn't realize that actually set up for what happened at the end. Is while the referee is distracted trying to get them separated, Charlotte picks up the championship and starts yelling, "Ref! Ref, look! Ref, look!" And then she throws the title at Natty's feet. Like, I feel like she should have like tossed it to her so she could catch it. But ultimately what it was is she tried to make the referee think that Natty brought the title into the ring and was going to use it. He takes the title away from her. She's like, "I didn't do it. I didn't even bring it in here." That allows Charlotte to hit a chop block on Natalya. Lock in the figure 8 and make Natalya tap out. So, a clever heel win for Miss Charlotte. And that takes us right into our main event, which is another just all kinds of craziness happening.
Yeah, I feel like for as ridiculous as this match was, it was a phone-in match because these guys were trying to exhaust the least amount of their resources before going into the ladder match.
And I think all this match did exactly what it needed to do. It showed that there is tension between every single member of this match, and even if they're on teams, they're not necessarily working together.
Yeah.
There's
a lot of accidental tension.
Yeah.
On the
accident. That's how this whole end of the match. I thought for sure the heel team
phoning in a 6-man tag like this just means let Cesaro do 3/4 of the match by himself.
Yeah. Cesaro did most of the work.
He would not let up on Alberto Del Rio. He was chasing him around to the outside for European uppercuts.
Owens couldn't catch a break. He kept getting punched off of the apron. It happened a good 3 or 4 times. But so eventually, where like Cesaro is just uppercutting everyone. Him and Dean Ambrose end up back to back, and this freaks Cesaro out. So he turns around, he uppercuts Dean Ambrose. Cesaro ends up on the outside fighting Kevin Owens. Sami Zayn goes for a dive. Owens pulls Cesaro in the way. Cesaro gets the dive. Then Owens picks up Sami and tosses him into the barricade, trying to get rid of him. Del Rio is the legal man at this point. And while Owens is yelling, he makes a blind tag to Owens. And Owens gets in the ring, and as Del Rio gets out, Owens hits a super kick on Del Rio, knocking him off the apron. He turns around and super kicks Jericho just for the fuck of it, because he's standing there. And while he's yelling at Chris Jericho, Dean Ambrose back rolls him like he's going to schoolboy him, then picks him back up, and then drops him in Dirty Deeds, and Dean Ambrose picks up the win. So, just all kinds of insanity.
A lot of tomfoolery.
Yeah, it was fun. I feel like the only things Raw needed was the Ambrose Asylum and the contract signing between AJ and John Cena. SmackDown did more than enough to hype up all of the other matches.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't... That's all we needed. We could have just done, like, one... Hell, we could have taken out, like, the recaps from Raw and put in those things. And SmackDown could have set up Money in the Bank way better than Raw did.
Yeah.
So, that's it for SmackDown.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Quick, short, to the point.
Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe.
Share the video with all your friends or your enemies if you didn't like it. If you want to check out them links down in the description, we appreciate it because you get updates to when videos go up. You get updates for podcasts. For those of you that don't want to watch the videos, that link down there for the SoundCloud, check it out. Don't drive and watch us because that's bad. You got to watch the road. Listen to us. If you do want to watch us while you're not driving, check out the playlist because there's other videos. All of our usual reviews.
Look at it with your eyeballs.
Raw, Midweek, SmackDown, and Indie News. Coming up next, we'll have Money in the Bank predictions. And after that, I'll be taking over Thomas's Top 5 for the month of May. So be sure to check that out too.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
Use them links.
Do it.
To contact us. Tell us how much you hate Titus O'Neil.
Tweet at us. Hashtag fuck Titus O'Neil.
Yeah.
Hashtag Rusev is an American hero.